morning, dear children. So we are again doing decimals, but this time we are going to do arrange and subtract. But before we do arrange and subtract, let's do a sum from last week. Okay? So this number is already one below the other, so we don't have to do anything about it. Now, the second thing we must do is to see if there are any zeros, if there are any places blank. Okay, so if there's no number, what must we do? We must put a 0. And the next thing to see is to see if the top number is smaller or not. Because when the top number is smaller, we must borrow from 4. So 10 minus 5, 5. Borrow from the next number because you have 3, can you give me 9? No, you cannot. So let's borrow from 1. This becomes 0, this becomes 13. 13 minus 9, 4. You have 0, can you give me 3? No, so we must borrow. 10 minus 3, 7. So we have a decimal point here. Let's put a decimal point there. 6 minus 8. You have 6, can you give me 8? No. So what must we do? Borrow from the next number. So 16 minus 8, 8. 5 minus 2, 3. Now I have written the same sum here, but I have arranged them one after the other. Okay? So let's try and arrange the numbers. So what is the first number? 67.14. So let's write that first number. 67.14. Minus 28. Minus 28.395. Okay, I've told you that these two sums are same. So there's no number here. Let's put a 0. Let me use another chalk. Let's put a 0. So we must borrow. 10 minus 5, 5. Borrow from here. 30 minus 9, 4. Borrow from here. 10 minus 3, 7. Borrow. 16 minus 8, 8. And 5 minus 2, 3. So we got the same answers. Same sum, same answers. No two different answers. So let's do the simple number 3 now. 6.7 minus 2.4. 6.7 minus 2.4. When we try and arrange it, we must write the numbers one below the other and write according to the place value. We should not write the ones number in the hundreds place. We'll get to know that later. So the second thing you must see is if the top number is smaller than the bottom number. If the top number is smaller, what must you do? Borrow. But here it's bigger. So 7 minus 4, 3. 6 minus 2, 4. And that's how you write your answers. Let's do the next one. 86.12 minus 5.8. If I write 5 below 8, it will be 50 because I have to put a 0 here. So 5 is 1. So you must put in the 1 line. 5.8. Okay. The next thing is to put a 0. The top number is bigger, so we can subtract straight away. 2 minus 0, 2. Borrow from here, 5. 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 8, 3. Point. 5 minus 5, 0. And bring down 8. So it's very simple. Once you know how to subtract, it is very simple. So let's do some more sums. The more we do, the better you will understand. But you must remember when you arrange the sums, it must be one below the other. And the next thing to remember is if the top number is smaller, we must borrow. So 345.5 0.146 minus 215.087. Okay, so we have written the sum. Let's do one sum at a time. So, in your books also, you must copy the sum first like this, arrange it, and below that, write the sum. So, 345.146 minus 215.087. And then we subtract. So your sum, when you do it in your books, it must be done in this way. Okay? 6 minus 7, some of you may say 1. Yes or no? But we must, in subtraction, we must subtract from a higher number, from a bigger number. The top number is smaller, so what must we do? Borrow. 16 minus 7, 9. 3 minus 8, borrow. 30 minus 8, 5. 0 minus 0 should be borrowed? No. Because 0 is nothing, you don't have to give me anything. So, 0. You have 5, can you give me 5? Yes, you can. So, we should not borrow. So, what is the answer? How much will you have when you give me 5? You will have 0. 4 minus 1, 3. And 3 minus 2, 1. So, when we subtract these two numbers, we get 130.59. Let's do number 6. 78.4 minus 63.245. So let's rewrite those numbers. Let's arrange and subtract. 78.4 minus 63.245. Now we have to put zeros in the places where there are no numbers. Here there is no number. Here there is no number. Remember that. Put zeros if there are no numbers. So 0 minus 5. You have 0. Can you give me 5? No. So we must borrow. But the next person also has 0. So what should you do? We must try and borrow. Go to a third person. So the third person is 4. We borrow from here. 3. Then we give this to this person here. And this person gives it to the person that needs it. Okay? So 10 minus 5, 5. 9 minus 4, 5. 3 minus 2, 1. Point. 8 minus 3, should we borrow? No, the top numbers is bigger. 7 minus 6, 1. And that's how we subtract, arrange and subtract. Let's do some. Let's do 2 more so that you will understand better. This is number 7. 732.456 minus 298.179. So that's how you write your sums in your exercise book. Let's do number 8. 845.73 minus 29.369. So let's start doing the sum. So the first number we write 732.456. Now let's arrange the next number. Minus 298.179. Okay? So in your exercise book, the sums also should look the same way. On top the sum and below it arrange it. So let's subtract. 6 minus 9. You have 6, can you give me 9? No. So we must borrow 4. 16 minus 9, 7. 4 minus 7, can you give me? No. So borrow. 14 minus 7, 7. 3 minus 1, can we subtract? Yes, without borrowing. 2 minus 8, we must borrow. So we've got 12. 12 minus 8, 4. 2 minus 9, the top number is smaller, borrow. 12 minus 9, 3. And 6 minus 2, 4. So when we subtract these two numbers, we get 434.277. So let's do the last number now. 845.73 minus, first look at the numbers and try and put them in the correct place value. If you write, this is 29. If you start writing 29 from here, you're writing 2 in the hundredths place. It should be in the tens place. So 29. So let's put the subtraction sign. 3, 6, 9. Let's put a 0 because there's no number here. So that we can subtract. We must borrow 10 minus 9, 1. 12 minus 6, 6. 6 minus 3, can we subtract? Yes, without borrowing. 6 minus 3, 3. Point. 5 minus 9, you have 5, can you give me 9? No, borrow. 15 minus 9, 9 is here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How much? 6. 3 minus 2, yes, you can subtraction away and bring down 8. So that's how we subtract. So we must, there are some things that we must know. First is how to arrange and put the correct numbers in the correct place value. The next thing is to put zeros if there are no numbers. And the next thing is to see if the top number is bigger or smaller. If it's smaller, you must borrow. If it's smaller, you must borrow. So that's all you must remember. Okay, dear children? So this is all for today till we meet the next time. Goodbye.